Good day, everyone. Oh, and good day to you, partner.
Good day to you too. Partner, how are you? How is your vacation?
Not so much, but who am I to refuse such little time for, myself?
You are so right, partner. So, what exactly are we doing today?
Oh, yeah, I'm getting out of track. So, for today, you remember that teacher we have met for the past few months? You know, the experienced teacher and a very great teacher in her expertise.
I do. Miss Uri from Malay, Indonesia. She is a primary teacher for about 14 years now.
I'm glad you remember. So for today, I just want to chat a little bit. During those times, I want to hear your um side during our meeting with Miss Eva. Is it fine for you?
That is quite interesting. Let's do it.
I'm glad to hear that. Remember our first meeting? That was just very, very simple and very on point, if I may say.
Very true. Considering that Miss Uri is from Malaysia, the line as speaking English is not quite common, especially if it's used just for communicating in a day-by-day life.
That's right. And I'm quite excited on what ideas and knowledge is going to share to us today.
Okay, thank you so much. My name is Urifa. Actually, without space, I was an English teacher at the primary school level, teaching about 14 years. Yeah,
That's a very long time.
it's a quite long time. Yeah,
Full of experience.
basically, we get the language right because we are with the parent, with the mom, and with the community. But for the second language, it's my choice. I learn. That's I think that's the point. Acquiring and learning, right? So the process is different. Acquire just like automatically. Learning it's a based on our choice. And then I was taught how to teach second language to primary student, and once I applied my knowledge to my students, I realized that there is no single method that we can apply to one classroom, so we must be creative. So I'll mention that there is a direct method, grammar translation method, audiolingual method, structural approach, total physical response, sorry, communicative language teaching, task-based learning, and then the natural approach. I think this we can mix and match based on the students' need. Pronunciation, that's and also the structure different. For example, if we in my language the adjective we put in front of the noun, but then in English noun and then adjective after the noun. Okay, I think it's interesting. Yeah. uh, the first time it's not always the best, but it's always unforgettable. uh, and teaching English in the like English for young learner in Indonesia especially, who English is not spoken daily, it's a little bit hard. Yeah, it's a little bit hard because even parents uh, do not speak in English in their home. Totally, students just learn English at school just for about 2 hours periods. Not really 2 hours, 60 minutes plus times two. No, it's like 35 minutes plus 2. Yeah, it's kind of 70 minutes per week, each week. So it's kind of hard. Oh my God, it was like far from the reality. No, that's references and reality a difference. So at that time, at the first time, I got nervous and also a little bit angry because what I get in the university and when we applied in the school with the learner, with the real learner, it's totally different. So be ready with that situation and be wise. Like take a deep breath and release. So I
The-
think, yeah, that's what I experienced. Like this is a paper, so no one will confuse with the paper because I hold the paper. So the student will guess, oh, what I mean must be paper, and what I mean must be pencil.
pencil.
And but yeah, I like grammar translation method. Paper in Indonesia is kertas, but if just that's an option. If students already know the meaning, so I don't need to translate it. So just based on the situation, you know, sometimes it's difficult to catch what the speaker talk because that's our dialect. Again, it's a dialect like a Filipino dialect, Indonesian dialect, British, American, and other other countries' dialect. They have their own dialect. That's why if I pronounce like jackfruit, it's like Indonesian dialect, right? But American people like jack. It's different. It's so well different. I cannot imitate because it's my own dialect. That's students it will be more interesting if we use our audiolingual and make it like song, like
Oh,
uh,
yes.
where is Sam in where is Sam, and also this is a pencil, this is paper, so it's can easily get into the memory and it's fun to have you have your own chance. Sometimes teachers and especially for young learner will be very creative. They can be like a composer.
Yes.
Once they teacher, they also a composer because if they want to teach any new words, new vocabularies, they try to think hard how these strange words that can be memorized easily. So we can compose any sounds and movement so they can catch started learning English. I used to have a small note, small note where there kind of list of vocabularies to communicate with myself. Yeah, because at that time, what I think I don't have friend when I first time learned English. That's it's hard to find partner. At my age, it's hard to find um, movie or film in Indonesian subtitle, or if I'm not forgotten. Yeah, because technology was not that advanced right at that time,
Yes.
and also the technology is not like today. It's very advanced, fast advanced, and it's easy to get partner even though it's
Yes.
online. But at my era, it's really hard. We don't have phone. Even we don't have phone or television. We need to go to our neighbor to watch television. But we have a radio. Yeah, it's hard at that time to learn English. But I tried hard. I tried my best to be able to communicate in English. We have a lot of tribes here in Indonesia. Every tribe speak a different language. And then the second, we have national language, which is Bahasa Indonesia or Indonesian language. And then number three, foreign language like English, Arabic, French, Germany, etc. So I think in the languages, like influence from the language that exists in our area. So sometimes that's teaching English. It's based on my experience. I switch to give an example for a certain vocabulary using Arabic pronunciation, like thing. So this always happen in the different country, which English is not the first spoken language.
Is the number three and then the three. So when someone is
Yeah,
communicating, there are confusion about that. The number
yeah.
three and three.
Three. Ah, it's similar. I think we have a similar problem. Three. Okay. Three is just like
Yeah.
plantation, right?
Yeah.
Three. That's why
It's
it's I used to have like this Arabic one because the students will learn it in the afternoon. So please pronounce it like Arabic word this. So I found that it's kind of incorrect thing or weird word that then it become a common because we use it on and on. Like the word selfie. Previously, we didn't have that. Selfie, right?
Also a trend now that a lot of words will come from TikTok. Oh my god,
Yeah.
TikTok. I think a lot of children is tawag dito, very exposed to TikTok now that they
Yes.
catch on the words that the TikTok users use and then they will apply it in school.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
the
Especially the one who got viral and
Yeah.
got a lot of or even million viewers.
Yes.
So it's become a leader or trendsetter.
Yes.
Just it's like a poison. To our young generation, poison is
Yes.
a poison. I love that last word. Motivate ourselves.
Yes.
See, that's as a teacher. Let's motivate ourselves first to teach, to give students to love learning.
Yes.
If we love learning, it's like contagious to our surrounding. And then, if we love our profession, so then let's motivate the student to love their self and find their inner needs in learning second language. So and then motivate them to have reasons to come to our class. So if you don't like the lesson, at least you like the teacher.
Yeah.
So, and then let's help them. Actually, we help them to find their inner needs in learning second language. If we could not help them in finding their needs, so it's like there's a rejection. If we come to the class, that's teachers again. The lesson again. But but at least, as I said, that at least if they hate the lesson, at least they love us. So I don't understand English actually, but I love the teacher. So that's the another point for us as a teacher. Otherwise, student that's we will have no value in the classroom. They hate the lesson, they hate the teacher. So what can we do? We can do nothing.
Some teachers like that, they're teachers, not in a very positive way. They go to school, especially in my secondary level, when I was just like junior high school. there are a lot of teachers, new teachers, that is very surprising. That they are new teachers, they are teaching, but they seem to not like what they teach, and I don't understand why they are teaching like that. So I've experienced a lot of teaching methods that I do not like, the teacher itself especially, because like they are very like lazy, they do not want to teach. They always say that, I'm getting paid even if I do not teach right now, I'm getting paid. They're saying like
Yeah.
that, and I think that is very negative in a way to the children, especially if you are in secondary. No, they are still developing, and it will plant in their mind that, it's fine if I don't work, I will get paid someday. That is very very negative. And I think you can see the passion in one teacher that is teaching, if she really likes her job, even if it's I'm so tired, I think I don't need to do this, but then the next day she will teach and teach and teach, she will laugh with the children. Then that is a very nice of like mindset for a teacher, even if you hate what you do, like in literative way, you hate your what you're doing now, but still you like teaching, you like the children, and that's very very nice.
You come to school, you learn. So that's we call it input. And then you go home or you graduate from the school and you get knowledge, that will be input.
Yeah.
So skills like listening, speaking, reading, and writing, and then the output, it can be they master. It may be they master those skills, but maybe not, because the learning is just a process. Please do not lose hope that the capacity just like that. Uh, just be positive, be motivated. Their capacity will develop. Elementary, primary level, just the foundation for them to learn about those skills in the future.
So yeah,
So that's it. I think.
I'm just curious, ma'am. No, I'm just curious because yeah, you're teaching primary level students, and there are times, that even if you try hard, even if you give your best in teaching the children, they still do not understand the your lessons and things like how you translate something or how to pronounce something. Are there things that you change in your teaching methods like that? I'm just very curious. It's not in the questionnaire, but I'm just very curious.
Okay. I think kids like song,
Mm-mm.
and we just give them like a chant for several words, 7 days of the week, and also can pronounce with like the name of fruits like uh papaya, papaya, apple, mango. So I think that's kids will be more interested in the pronouncing the word using a chant or using the melody. So we teacher must be creative
Mm-mm.
and as interested as possible, interesting as possible.
We know now that you need to give a big effort for them to
Mhm.
really learn. Yeah, and very creative. Yeah, always very creative. No.
Yeah,
So
because that's in Philippines or in Indonesia we don't use English as a daily
yes,
communicative language. That's
yes,
why they only learn in the classroom at the school only less than 60 minutes.
yes. Because I think English, especially in both of our countries, English is only used for formal events. No, if there are meetings, like for example, this one we are using the English medium, but for the everyday life we are using our local language. And sometimes, no, children are just in they reset their brain every day. They're doing that,
and they want to like use the local language because that's what they are taught
Mm-hmm.
during growing up. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I think that's very very nice that we should always try something new. And I think
Mm-hmm.
the teaching methods are always updating because the generations
Yes.
are also updating.
Yes.
They are more
Yeah. From
advanced.
generation X to generation Z.
Yes,
That's it.
they are. They need more stuff, no, than other generations. We don't have
Yeah.
like computers back then, and now we have computers. We have so much things that we can use in teaching.
We measure that. So we have like a formal assessment, like filling the sentence, like my name, blah blah blah,
Mm.
Uri. So there's a multiple choice, or whether it is easy or multiple choice.
Mm.
So the correct answer like am, is, or are. So the correct answer must be is, right? So that's a formal assessment. And then like writing sample. So please write your name. So if they write my name M, that might be wrong. Like my name is, that's correct. Or my name R, that's wrong, right? So that's like simple writing, not like making paragraphs, full paragraphs. No, but just write a simple sentences. And then also game activity. This also will be interesting for primary level students to assess their grammatical competence.
That's very mind opening because I have a teacher in junior high school. She's very close to me, and I also asked her about is there a measurement or how they measure um,
Mhm.
the competence of teaching the language to their learners. And the sad thing is that the higher ups, or I think the government, the department in the government, they do not provide enough uh, enough
Oh.
things or enough modules to measure
Uh-huh.
their competence. They just give the curriculum, and you, as the teacher, you will be the one doing that. And I think that's very hard because elementary level and high school level are very different. And for a
Yeah.
teacher to handle teenagers, they are teenagers at this now, at this time, um, their level of grammatical knowledge, grammatical idea are very different from the um, elementary level or primary level because primary level, as you said earlier, it's just the foundation, and you can choose what suits the children. But in the teenage
Mm-hmm.
level or in the high school level, I think every children is also different, but you need to also remind to the department itself that there are certain criteria to be able to say that you passed the competent test or the you have passed this rate in your grammatical knowledge. And if they do
Mm-hmm.
not pass that, they're not able to graduate, something like that. Or this will be a huge problem if you're growing up. And that's just a problem, no? That's very sad. That's just my story.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think it is similar here in Indonesia that the government give like standardized assessment.
Yes.
But as a teacher, that's we know our students daily, right?
Yes.
For example, that's you can do it actually. I expect that you can do it because the material of the test already given to you. But there's another thing like emotional or psychological aspect on the standardized test that makes students down, so they
Yes.
cannot do the test very well. So that's why, as a teacher, we need to have to make
Yes.
remedial assessment to support to their there are formal assessment. That's why they can pass the test. So I think let's be wise as a teacher. So don't
Yes.
easily cross the test with the red pen.
Yes. But
For me, that's me. But I don't
yeah.
know other teacher whether they do the similar thing or not, because this in my opinion, education is always a process. We cannot just make like cross the student test with the red pen, whether when we don't have any tolerate things, a little tolerance to the they already try hard, right?
Yes, very.
So it's like appreciation for the as a teacher to the students to try hard, and they at the time maybe they have a problem with the family knows, so they cannot do that test well. So let's consider another thing rather than only assessment based on the paper.
That is very true. Support of the government is not it's not there, no, because
Mm-hmm.
even if the teacher try their hardest, no, to remedial, if the government do
Mm-hmm.
not want the children to know, to have such knowledge, no, because learning is very a privilege. I mean, it's a privilege and an opportunity for us to learn English. But if they do not want to support us, there's nothing going to happen. So I think it's all in the future of the next generation. No, let's give them some time to learn as well. No, as you can say, give them
Yeah.
chance to learn. So
Well, I think in Indonesia, let me tell story in Indonesian education. Yeah,
yeah.
actually, teacher can manipulate the score or the I mean to make a standardized, to fill the government standardized. This, as you said, that if the students at that level, if we give a remedial on and on and on and on, but the score still remain. So what shall we do? So they just left for 1 year that for the point.
Mm-mm.
I mean that's they do not pass the exam and they stayed at the same level. That's another problem. We create
Yes.
another problem, right?
Yes.
In traumatized to the school, right?
Yes.
Why I'm not past this exam? I must stay in this class for 1 year more, right?
Very,
So
very
that's the
true.
pity. I think I feel sorry for the students who left at a similar class for 1 year, and they learn with their junior. That's we already broke
Dreams.
their
Yeah.
psychological, right?
Yeah. Very
That's
true.
why we in Indonesia, I think not all for it might be, but I don't know. But in my school, the principal have like their own regulation, make it make it as a minimum standard for the kids
Yeah.
who are not capable to pass because of government standardized.
Yes. That's very glad. I'm very glad to hear that it's not only the Philippines problem, no? Because I think we are facing this problem for a lot of years now. Even maybe in the future they will be facing this as well. We do not know, but I hope that it
Mhm.
has to be solved because we
Yeah.
are breaking the children's dreams. No, we are not giving them the opportunity to maximize
Yeah.
their skills and knowledge, and that's very sad, especially for a country that is standardized test is a must, and
Oh, yeah.
having knowledge and skills in this things like learning the language or learning some things, you need to get them to have a job, and if you do not learn those skills, they do not have a job. They'll be poor forever or whatsoever. Bad things might happen to them.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
thank you, thank you
So
very
sad
much.
if you.
Yeah, that's so sad, especially if I think about it. No, I will be teaching. Hopefully, I'll be teaching in the future, and to see these children sad because of some standardized tests, and they're struggling as well because they cannot
Mhm.
reach that certain level. It's very heartbreaking for a teacher.
Yeah, to be a big teacher, you must have a really big heart
Yes.
and also big eyes to listen and to hold their story and give a suggestion if you can. If you cannot, just listen to them and just say you will be okay. That will be so much for them. Yeah, not giving a judgment. Just say you will be fine. You'll be okay. You will be great in the future. Just say that to the
Encouragement.
problem. So yeah,
Yes, very.
encouragement.